Good evening, children. Hope you all are doing good. In your previous classes, you all would have seen the purpose of Britishers coming to India and what they did. The main purpose of coming to India was to establish trade. They established the trade. Later on, what they wanted to become, they wanted to acquire the political power in India and they wanted to establish their rule in India. Have they done that? Yes, they have done it successfully. Okay, the policies they have used to apply the political power in India, to acquire the political power in India, you would have studied in your previous classes, that is from traders to rulers. So like, what is that? Outright wars, subsidiary alliances, doctrine of lapse, pretext, alleged misrule, all these things help the British to strengthen their political power in India. Okay, after they got strengthened the political power in India, they have introduced certain policies, okay, and that's policies we're gonna see in today's lesson. That's what the lesson name says, British policies and its impacts. Okay, what are all the advantages and disadvantages of the policies? That's what we're gonna see here. Okay, so the British annexed the different parts of India. Okay, after annexing the different parts of India, what was they having? The main idea was, the main aim was to promote the British, what? British economic interest. Okay, what is that British economic interest? How they wanted to establish it in India? That is, they wanted to collect more revenue from India. Okay, you all know very well the Britishers are greedy people. They wanted to collect more revenue from India, that is much taxes from India. Apart from that, they wanted to take the raw materials for very cheap rate. Okay, you all know that very well. I would have given several examples in your previous classes. Raw materials, they wanted to take it for the cheap rates. Not only that, the Britishers wanted to establish their market in India so that they can get a very good income. Okay, they can sell the products at a high rate. Okay, all this was the British economic interest. Okay, how they will like, how they will implement all these things in India, how they will collect the heavy taxes, how they will try to establish the British market in India and take raw materials from India. All these things you're going to study in the today's not today's lesson, in this lesson. In today's lesson you will be studying only about the revenue system, what they introduced here. Okay, so here they wanted to introduce, the Britishers wanted to do all these things like collecting the revenue, everything. All these things cannot be done without changing the Indian society and economy. Okay, society, what is this society where we live in is known as the society. Okay, society consists of you and me. Okay, you all will be saying, okay, your parents may say, okay, ಸಮುದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ social status ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Okay, so all this comes through your good education, the way you live in the society, the which kind of house you have, how rich you are, all these things comes. Okay, where you work, everything is added up into this society. Okay, that's what, to change the society the Britishers have done a lot of things. What is that? Okay, so the Britishers have introduced like modern means of transport, communication, western education in English medium. All these things the Britishers have done to change the society. Actually that was benefit for our Indians. Next is economy. Economy means the day-to-day activity where the people involved to earn and spend the money. Okay, now the Britishers wanted to change the economic policy. That's what we're gonna see in the today's class. Okay, what the economy policy, what was the main revenue of India at that time, what kind of economy the people were living in India, what kind of economy the people were having in India. Most of the people lived in the villages. So what would have been the income? Agriculture would have been the main basic work what the village people do, and the the income will be completely based on the agriculture. Got it? So the people were doing agriculture. To do agriculture, what they need, first and foremost, the basic need is land. Okay, so they need a land. So the Britishers, what they did, they brought an idea to change the land system. Okay, so if you all see in the Mughal Empire, or not only in the Mughal Empire, in the previous ruling previous, where the kings were ruling, the land will not be given to the farmers itself. Okay, it will be given to the farmers for the period of time where he has to pay the tax for the tax like a rent to the king, and that land will be used by the farmer for the sake of cultivation. Okay, the farmer can pay it in the form of kind or a cash. Okay, kind means whatever the produce the land gives, he can give the produce from the land produced product to the king, or the cash he can give it to the king. Okay, so that is how it was happening. But later on, where after the kings, okay, after the Mughal kings, okay, after the kings, when the Britishers have taken the power in India, what they did, they have taken the power of the land also. So they wanted to rule the land. Okay, they wanted to alter the system of this king giving the lending the land for the farmers in the form of cash or a kind. Okay, even the Britishers have followed the same rule, but as you all know, the Britishers are the greedy people. What they did, they taxed the people very heavily. Okay, because of that, there were a lot of outcomes happened. I couldn't say all those things in this where, as it is a video recorded, I wanted to make it short. Okay, so there are a lot of things. When we get time in time in the school, I'll let you know all the details there. So here, if you all see, the first policy what they introduced here is revenue system. Okay, it is also commonly called as land revenue system. Okay, when you say it as revenue system, it is the income of a state. Okay, so the income of the state was based on the land. So here the land revenue system, we gonna see how the land revenue system was took place and what it is and who introduced it. Okay, so here in the land revenue system, the first system you're gonna see here is permanent settlement. It is also called as zamindari system. Okay, permanent zamindar settlements. Okay, that's what it was called as. It was introduced by the Lord Cornwallis in the year 1793. Okay, what was according to this? Who was the head of this? Means the Britishers were given a land to the zamindars. Okay, so the land was given to the zamindars. What the zamindars were doing? The zamindars was lending the land for the farmers. Okay, so the farmers used to cultivate the land, and the produce of the land was given to the zamindars, or the zamindars were paid in the form of the cash. Okay, so here what happened? Okay, actually what the zamindars used to do here. Okay, one second. Okay, so here the zamindar, whatever the land revenue which was collected by the zamindar from the farmers. Okay, so for example here, where is my marker? Okay, so here the zamindars used to collect, okay, a tenth of the, okay, out of the okay, if he collects 11% of the products from the people, okay, out of this 11, okay, 10% of the product should be given to whom? It should be sent to the, this 10% should be sent to the Britishers. Okay, if the out of 11, 10 goes, means how many percent will remain here? 1%. That 1% will be taken by the zamindars. Okay, so here what the zamindars will do, will you, if I tell you, okay, yeah, I give you certain in charges, okay, and I ask you to give almost 10% of that to me, and I ask you to take only 90 out of this. Okay, 100%, I tell you, okay, 90% should be given to me and only 10% should be taken by you. Will you all agree? Okay, you guys will not agree. At least 50% you all will take. Okay, you cannot take 40% from this 90%, isn't it? Because I have already fixed it. I need 90%. Like that, here the 90% of the production was given to whom? It was given to the Britishers. It was fixed amount of revenue, and rest of the 1% will be given to whom? 1% will be given to the zamindars. Okay, zamindars means the landowners. Okay, so the rented landowners, which was given, the land power was given by the Britishers. That 1% will be given to the zamindars. Do you think will the zamindars will agree for that 1%? No, the zamindars will not agree for that 1%. After that, what they will do, they will charge heavily. Okay, the heavy revenue based charged on the farmers who was cultivating the land. Okay, so the heavy taxes which was collected, the zamindar may collect even the 20% also, but only 10% will be given to the Britishers, and the rest of the 10% will be taken by whom? It will be taken by the zamindars. Okay, here, so here who's affected? It is the farmers. Okay, farmers will be affected here. Okay, so this is one of the system, that is the permanent system, the permanent settlement. It was introduced by the Lord Cornwallis in the year 1793. Okay, so where it was introduced means, okay, so the zamindars, okay, the lands was given to the zamindars, and the zamindars, what they can do, they can transfer the land. Okay, it became what? It became as a hereditary and transferable. Hereditary means father, after the father the land can be given to the son, after the son it can be given to his son. Okay, like that the land was taken as a hereditary property and it was transferable. Nam ತಾತನ ಸೊತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಸೊತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ತರ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. Okay, so the land revenue was fixed here. It was given, okay, out of 11%, 10% was given to the Britishers and 1% should be taken by the zamindars. If the zamindars charged heavily from the farmers, they can take whatever the heavily charged amount or the produce from the farmers and keep it for zamindars itself, and only 10% can be given to the Britishers. Okay, so next, as you all know, the cultivators. Who are the cultivators here? Farmers, that is peasants. What the peasants are doing here, the peasants are the farmers, what they can do here, they were considered as the tenants. Okay, they were given, okay, they were paid for the zamindars and they were cultivating the land. The farmers, the cultivators were cheated here. Okay, so there's so the cultivators lost the ancestral rights. Okay, means they were not having the rights to claim it as their property because they were working as what? They were working as the tenants. Okay, next, the company. Okay, so as the company given the zamindari rights, this permanent settlement to the zamindars, they were a new system, a new social system started to prevail in the society, like upper class, lower class. Already it was, after this it became severe there. Okay, so where and all these things was practiced. Okay, this permanent settlement was practiced means it was practiced in the regions like Bengal, Bihar, northern districts of Madras, that is presently we call it as Chennai, Odisha and Varanasi. Okay, so here whenever the Britishers are forced them to pay the heavy taxes, here the farmers are the one who gets affected. Next we going to see the Mahalwari system. This Mahalwari system was introduced by the Hall Mackenzie, that is in the year 1833. Okay, so this Mahalwari system, according to this Mahalwari system, what happened here? Here the zamindar used to collect the land was given to the zamindars, but here according to this Mahalwari system, the head of the, okay, there can be a head of the village or a group of villages comes under a thing called as Mahal. Okay, so here will be a head of a person, like a head of a family or head of the village. Okay, so he will be called as a talukdar. What he will do, he will collect the revenue of all the land and he will hand it over to whom? He will hand it over to the Britishers. Okay, so where and all this was practiced means it was started in the places like Uttar Pradesh, parts of Central Asia, and also in the regions of Punjab. Okay, in that places this Mahalwari system wasn't practiced. It's very simple. It the head of the village or head of all the villages, like some 3-4 villages come under one place, that is called as Mahal. What they will do, the head of that or the head of the families we call as talukdars, or the head of the Mahals we call as talukdars, he will collect the revenue and he will give it to the Britishers. It's very simple. Next is Ryotwari system. What is this Ryotwari system? Who introduced it? Means it was introduced by Sir Thomas Munro in the year 1820. The persons we introduced was not in your books, but still I tell you all. What do you mean by Ryot? Here the meaning of Ryot is cultivator. Who cultivates the land? Farmers. Okay, so here the meaning of peasants is, peasants are one who work, farmers, the same farmers, but will be working in the land, like paying the rent. Okay, they will take the land for rent and they will cultivate. Okay, so that is peasants. Here the farmers or the cultivators. Okay, so here the riot means cultivators or the peasants. Okay, so here what happens, here comes the original change. Okay, I can say this is very good decisions what they have taken. Here the riotory system is the land was given to the cultivators itself, and the cultivators we called as the land owners. Okay, so here how many percent the cultivators should give? Okay, so the cultivators has to pay half of the total produce to the Britishers. Okay, half of the total produce to the government officials directly. Okay, it was fixed for 20 to 30 years and it was revised means the amount what they should pay to the government will be changed. Okay, once when the Britishers directly took, okay, where these regions or where they were practicing this royalty systems in the southwest regions of India. When the Britishers have come to take control over the southwest region of India, what they did, they started to put a lot of pressure on this cultivators, and what they did, these people were taxed heavily. Okay, the revenue were collected heavily. Here also the cultivated put to the suffering. Okay, so this was the right worry system. Okay, next, what are the effects of this revenue system? Means the new class, as I told you all, like zamindars, peasants, farmers, the new class started to come in the society. Next, who suffered here? The peasants were suffered a lot because of the landlords. Okay, the zamindars were called as the landlords. Okay, the zamindars were taxed these peasants heavily. Okay, more than what the Britishers have fixed. So this made them to suffer a lot. Okay, because of all these things what the people are, sorry, the riot. Okay, next we'll see land became saleable property. Okay, it could also be mortgaged. This gave the borrowing of money. And okay, so here land was also be able to sell. Okay, because of this right quarry system where the people be heavily taxed whether they produce or they doesn't produce the cultivate the field, whether the land is giving good production, or if not also what the people were supposed to do here, they need to pay the amount to the Britishers. Because of that what they did, they started to mortgage means, okay, the people started to pledge the land and borrow the money and give it to the Britishers. How saddest thing it is, isn't it? Okay, without production how they can give it? They cannot give it, but still they wanted to give, so the people started giving the money. Next, due to the requirement of the payment of the revenue, time landholders compelled to mortgage. Okay, the peasants became poor. Okay, as I told you all, the amount was fixed. The amount was fixed by the Britishers, and they were compelled to pay within particular date. So the farmers were supposed to mortgage, pledge the land and pay the money to the Britishers. Here the farmers will keep on becoming the poorer and poor day by day, and the Britishers and the landlords gain the lot of power and wealthy positions. Okay, children, after posting this video in the group, you all just watch over the video. If you all understand, say you all understood. If not, you just what to say. Text me in box. I will tell you all. I'll clarify the doubt and I'll try to do this lesson once again for you all. Okay, if it doesn't understand. Thank you, children. Bye. Take care. Stay safe.